What's up, world? What's happening? Yeah, just out here finna share a couple things. Talk a little bit about finna talk a little bit about religion or whatnot. Um, this thing we got called Christianity, the worship of Jesus Christ and whatnot. Jesus being God in the flesh. Um, Majority of black people in America being Christians. How did that all come about? Why did that come about? I mean, a short look into history, a short study into basic, real basic fundamental history. I mean, you can go through European history for that. Real basic European history will tell you, you know, what they taught us in school. Black people was in Africa 500 years ago, and the slave trade popped off, and they brought us over here and gave us Christianity. Now, Christianity wasn't always our religion, so what the fuck? What we had before that? One, Christianity was a mechanism that Europeans used to gather around to unite Europeans as a whole on the European continent itself to connect them under one bandana. So you know, shit, we our ancestors fell up under that, and what got us is the fact that we had something way more powerful, a way more powerful force than what they could ever imagine. Not just physically, but mentally. Mentally, we was on a whole nother page. So the Greeks noticed it, the Romans noticed it. You know, the Greeks noticed it 2,500 years ago. The Greeks noticed it a couple thousand years ago. You know, so what I'm saying is that these people knew and know that we are naturally spiritual beings. We are our fundamental existence is based on our connection to the universe, or to the connection to the all. And when I say the all, that's that supreme heartbeat of the universe. And that's what our people vibe with. That's where our music come from. That's where our vibration, our dance, our rhythm, our soul come from. And that's in us right now in 2013, even though it's being dismantled as much as possible through the powers that be. We still have a dynamic energy pulsating in us that keep us worshiping these barbaric religions and cultures, and at the same time we have this core that keep us grounded in the spiritual understanding. Well, they gave us Christianity. Okay, let me fix that. Black people was practicing Christianity thousands of years ago before the damn Caucasian came out the caves in Europe. We was already studying and practicing Christianity. It was a way of life. You know, what they came and did first, they was against Christianity. They came and bastardized it, reversed it, took out the fundamentals, well, replaced the fundamentals with what they wanted to put on it. But we always believed in the one supreme being, um, Peru being the copycat of Jesus, the Father, the Son of Asar, Jesus being the Son of God. I mean, all those was there. The Immaculate Conception, all those aspects was already there in Africa. Thousands and thousands of years prior to the emergence of the European out the Ice Age, out the ice box. So, you know, we didn't come to America just solely as Christians. We was brought here and forced that, and then at the same time, Europeans was in Africa giving Christianity through missionaries, through the work of the missionaries, giving them this religion. You know, and a lot of times the missionaries came into Africa before the Caucasian male. The women missionaries softened up the image of the European male with this picture of Jesus 500 years ago. And when the cracker came into Africa, a lot of our people was like connecting, like, okay, that picture you gave me of Jesus, this honky, this dude here look like that dude. You know, think about you being out on the sea, not being able to shave for a few months, traveling through the forest, traveling through Africa for a few months. Them white folks, they go to growing beards. You know, they get, you know, they already not healthy because shit, Europe ain't got nothing to sustain them far as food wise. You know, so you know they be skinny, bony, looking like the picture that we see, what we call now today, Jesus the Christ. But my point is that Christianity is not our culture, it's not our religion. You know, we created that. We created the fundamental foundation of Christianity, and Europeans just came along and copied that and implicated their own pictures, their own concepts in it that work for them. Because Constantine in 325 AD, that's when he got all the executive preachers and whatnot, all the church folks and the Council of Nicaea. He got all the bishops around the world, I think what 219, to start discussing this thing about Jesus. And during that time, that's when they came up with, well, is Jesus gonna be? I mean, like literally, they Europeans sat down and say, well, look, we gonna unify our people off of this Jesus thing, off this Christianity thing, and go from there and really conquer the rest of the world under one bandana, under one flag, and that's the Christianity flag. And our people fell a victim to that. That's what got us right now stuck as fuck. Stuck in this spiritual, psychological box. They got us fucked up real bad. And a lot of people look at what our ancestors practicing as being savage, barbaric. They call this heathen. But the fundamentals of voodoo itself can be found in Christianity. Yoruba, the Yoruba religion in West Africa, that could be found in Christianity. I mean, the study of the worship of Isis, that could be found in Christianity. I mean, like we had all these creations of different spiritualities around Africa that predated Christianity by thousands of years straight up. I got this book right here, the Book of the Dead. Europeans call it the Book of the Dead, but this book right here is actually when the Caucasians was going into our ancestor graves, what they call the pyramids and their tombs. A lot of the pharaohs, or the people that was in the tombs, our ancestors, they had written paper on it's called papyrus, and they had these documents that was like what I don't want to say spells or curses, but it was things that they recite while they go through the afterlife, things to recite while they traveling through the afterlife. And this book right here display a lot of that, and it also have the 42 laws of negative confessions, the laws of Ma'at. So that right there, the laws of Ma'at is a direct okay, alright, well, the 10 Commandments came direct from the 42 laws of Ma'at that existed in Africa for at least 3,000 years. And that's powerful. I mean, they took, maybe, like Dr. Ben said, they took probably the best two, which is cool, but we had other laws that actually kept us in balance as a people, and kept us in tune with our creative nature, our natural nature. And they did away with the others and kept 10. But my point is that what I'm trying to make is that Christianity ain't nothing new, but what we practice today is not what you get a spiritual. What we practice today is not what you would get a spiritual awakening from. be able to cultivate your natural, your seed, your spiritual seed that's in you. You ain't gonna get that out the Bible. Y'all need to get this book. Check it out. I mean, it's translated from the hieroglyphics into English by Budge. It's really deep, and I've been learning how to write the metroneta just solely off of this book. And I do a lot of my art, my jewelry. A lot of my jewelry ideas come out of different books like this, and I mean, it's really deep. It's something to check out. But I just wanted to share that, and I don't know if I was rambling or jumping around. Tried to keep it to the basics, but that's what it is. Peace.